Wen habe ich denn jetzt als Trainer drin? Offense. Aber wo ist denn jetzt mein Dings? Team. Sets. Nee. Coach. Line-up. Okay, der ist drin. Dann Stadion. Yes. Ah, okay, habe ich auch. Yes. Store. So. Jetzt brauche ich nochmal Uniform. The Raiders. Yes. 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 So. Habe ich auch. All Place Stadion. Playbox. Yes. Aktion. Playbox. Yes. So. Dann gucken wir jetzt mal, was wir damit starten können. Mission. Hey to hey. Oakland Raiders. Yes.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Keine Chance.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And it's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
In your face. He's checking.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like a
touchdown! Marcus Allen, 33 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down, Freeman. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Nee, gar nicht.
Now, first
Sieht gar
quarter, and
nicht
this
gut aus.
lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a
bin
basketball
auch noch
game.
Anfänger.
One team is pressing,
Aber muss ich
and
durch.
that team can't get the ball over half court. I
Da
mean, it's
muss ich
stealing
durch.
it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time play.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Mahomes going to throw.
Ja, ist
Throw
klar.
incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble.
Halt. Genau. Ja, kann ich schon play on. Was?
That could have been trouble. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with the football here to begin this second quarter of play, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Allen. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Nice.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown.
Nice.
Marcus Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Und du ziehst erst rein hier, Bad Wolf. Na komm, jeder Anfang ist schwer.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
Ja,
I
ich
would
auch.
say so, and they need
Auch
to
wenn ich
help out their
verliere.
defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a
tough
lot more
position.
than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better
Incomplete.
chance to do it right.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those,
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Das gibt's doch nicht,
There he goes left side.
Gibt es nicht.
And this
Alter,
will be a touchdown.
wie gut ist der?
that pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gesundheit, Dankeschön.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just
Ja,
across
danke
the
dir.
25.
Muss auch mal sein.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term
Jetzt
memory,
muss ich nur noch irgendwie die
right
Leute
back
hier
out
zum
there doing the
Football
things that he
bringen.
does best,
Ich habe jetzt
and knowing that
umgestellt auf
taking care of the
Football.
ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
Mann, immer verlieren die Pille, ey. Das kann doch nicht wahr sein.
Was the intended target. And
Oh,
now it's third
das ist richtig
down.
ätzend,
This
ist
defense
das.
has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Come on now, let's go.
At the 40-yard line.
Yellow, get your swerve on.
They run the draw play. Allen.
Ey, der kommt da einfach so durch.
It's a foot race.
Einfach so.
They'll take it
Ich
in
verstehe
the end
das
zone
nicht.
for a
Warum
touchdown.
klappt das bei mir nicht? Ums Verrecken, ey. Ich verstehe das nicht.
Marcus Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On second down, it's Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Mann, werf doch!
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Er wirft den nicht, ich krieg die Motten, ehrlich. Das ist doch...
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Hammer, ey. Jetzt spielt er mal mit mir, der Haffe.
He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
Was kann man denn dagegen machen, ey? Ich
Extra
verstehe
point
das
good
nicht.
by Hopkins. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On the draw, here's Allen. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is Allen, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Allen.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Jo, ich hab ihn mal geblockt, ey. Ich glaube, der hat das extra gemacht. Damit ich keinen Frust schiebe.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Mahomes now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Yellow, yellow. Here we go again. No. Check my right.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Werf doch, Mann.
Gets to him again.
Dürft euch hier noch drücken.
Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And he's gonna go
Drück's doch
down
nicht,
again.
jetzt blockt er mich die ganze Zeit. Er gibt
Once
es doch
again, his
nicht.
3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Allen leaping over him and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes, and he gets into the end zone.
Mann, haut er immer da rein in das Feld.
13 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight,
Nice.
my friend.
Einfach nur nice, was du da
Dinner
machst.
plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It's certainly.
And a big loss here as he's taken
Du weißt immer, was ich spiele. Das ist hammerhart.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 15. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Was denn jetzt?
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the... And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Habe ich schon nie
They
geschafft.
want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run. This is Allen. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3
Danke
yards
dir.
on 1st down.
Thank you.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk.
Thank you.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for
Einfach
a
nur
late
nice, was du da
touchdown.
machst. Ehrlich,
I've got
ist
to laugh
einfach.
here, and I really don't want to because the old
Einfach
school in
nice.
me is not happy about this
Hab ich
score
keine
this
Chance.
late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each
Ja,
other after
das
this
war einer,
one.
der
In that
spielen
case,
kann.
run it up.
So sieht das aus. 71:0. Hammerhart.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our
Ja,
crew.
so
I'm
ist das
Brennan
halt, wenn
Gaughan.
man gerade damit
This has been
anfängt.
Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
(71:0). Alter, da war ein Profi dran. Der ist sogar einmal übers Feld gelaufen und dann hat er noch einen Touchdown gemacht.
Echt?
Ja, der ist bis vorher und dann so umgedreht wieder zurück und dann nochmal und dann hat er Touchdown gemacht. Nice. Einfach nice. Also,
Das wird mich ja aufregen.
Fußball ja, bei FIFA ja, hätte mich das voll aufgeregt, weil ich weiß, dass ich nicht so schlecht bin im FIFA. Aber hier sage ich einfach, nee. Da gibt's amerikanische Leute, die machen dich fertig.
Wir sind gerade Terroristenjagd am Spielen gewesen und wir haben gesagt, der eine geht alleine ran, ne?
Ja.
30 Terroristen. Alter, und ich stehe draußen mit dem anderen. Der andere steht zwischen 30 Terroristen, knallt alle nacheinander ab. Einer kommt raus, ich bin tot. Alter. Richtig asozial.
So. Dann gucken wir jetzt mal, ob wir bessere Spieler kriegen. Oder ob es wirklich an mir liegt. No. Okay, nein. Gucken wir mal. Nicht so gut. Machen wir doch mal anders, ne? Können wir da auch. Store, und dann können wir da hier, und dann gucken wir jetzt mal, was wir da kriegen. Auktion. Ich freue mich schon so auf nächste Woche, da beginnt endlich die neue NFL-Saison. Jo, da gebe ich dir vollkommen recht, also da freue ich mich auch schon drauf. Ja, wie ihr seht, bin ich ja wieso Bronze, Silber, Elite. Machen wir mal Silber. Machen wir mal Gold. Ja, sieht schon besser aus. Aber Team. Machen wir Raiders. Typ All Players. So, was brauchen wir denn Gutes? Wir brauchen nee, wo ist das denn? Quarterback. Wollen wir jetzt erstmal von den Raiders. Okay, da wollen sie richtig Kohle für haben, aber ohne einen guten Quarterback kann man auch nichts reißen. Ah, geht ja gar nicht. Zurück. 3,9, 3,9, dann nehmen wir den hier 3,9. Yes. Ja, das ist schlecht. Ich will lieber von den von den Raiders was sehen. Machen wir mal Missionen. Mal gucken, was wir hier machen können. Damit wir mal ein bisschen paar bessere Spieler kriegen, würde ich sagen, ne? EA-Man NFL ist online.
Hey folks, it's
Also,
the coach here.
sehr
Welcome back for
richtig,
another
Cowboys
exciting
Dallas
matchup
sind deine
in
Freunde, ja? Also
Ultimate
deine
Team.
Favoriten.
For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara. Gets past one man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplating maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down. To throw again on second down. Carr. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's got it past the 30
Jetzt, guck
before
mal,
he's
jetzt
hit and
spielen sie.
dropped. 12 yards there
Dann
and a
kannst du sehen, dass
first
ich doch nicht
down.
so schlecht bin.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw his car. Airing it out for Olsen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ja, bei mir
They
sind
certainly thought they
die
had
Raiders.
surrounded it and
Wie
probably
du
thought they were
siehst,
going to
die
get him on the
Raiders.
ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On 2nd and 10. Carr and Olsen over the middle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? And that's the second time they've gone to him here in this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Now, meanwhile, there's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Endlich meinen
41
Touchdown.
yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. So that drives 7 plays in length.
Vielleicht sollten wir alle mal so eine Liga aufmachen von den Wölfen. Wenn genug Spieler da sind. Oder mal so ein Fun-Turnier.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ja, das war genial gemacht. Das hätte mir mal eben...
The extra point.
Das war ja hammerhart.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Der hat aber am Schluss nur mit mir gespielt.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. San Francisco's offense taking the field here.
Aber
And folks,
wenn
you'd
du
be
online
impressed
spielst
with
gegen andere,
my
die
partner
meisten
Charles
sind
Davis'
Amerikaner,
preseason schedule.
da
He
hast
gets
du
all
keine
over the place.
Chance.
Every camp, he's just always in the
Ich
air
will
in
das
the
Buch
camp. So what are you
auswendig
hearing from
können.
the Niners camp and Jimmy Garoppolo and company?
Well, you know, I try to be America's guest. That's how it works. I do as best I can with that. But with Jimmy Garoppolo, the recovery has been great. Everyone loves what they're seeing. In OTAs and minicamp, he actually took a snap and went to throw a football, and whistles went like crazy because a couple of pass rushers came free even though there was no contact. Anyone who came near him, they just stopped the play immediately. Then you get into the fall camp, and they actually have a trick play where Jimmy Garoppolo ultimately becomes the receiver. And head coach Kyle Shanahan has taken that play out of the playbook. We're not going to have Jimmy Garoppolo doing those sort of things while he continues to recover.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Oakland set to get the football here in a second. You know, some teams, they sort of kind of do their training camp quietly, not make a lot of noise. And then there's the Raiders. I mean, where to start? You start with Antonio Brown in the last month or so. He'd arrived at Steeler camp previously in a helicopter or a Rolls Royce. So he shows up to his first Raider camp in what, Charles? A hot air balloon. Well, it is Napa.
It is Napa, and it makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? We got a chance to see the beautiful countryside as he floated in. And then, of course, came the foot issues.
Yes. Boy, we've all seen that picture one too many times.
Can't unsee it. All right? And so it was cryotherapy gone wrong in France. Didn't have the proper protection, and he burned the bottom of his feet. And then we get to the helmet issues because he has a helmet that the NFL says is no longer certified. This is past his 10-year limit. He still wants to wear it. Took a grievance to the NFL. Lost the grievance hearing. So we got to find out if he's going to put on a different helmet and come out and play.
Yeah, and on social media, he said, hey, if anybody has this helmet, this is what I'm looking for. Please send it to me.
He just needs it certified starting 2011 to fit inside the league timeline, but he hasn't found one yet. But you did say these are the Raiders, right? Never a dull moment in their camp.
And, of course, they'll have the TV cameras following them all camp and preseason long. Don't you worry. You're going to get your fill of the Oakland Raiders. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Okay, alles klar.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. A little juke, and now running right through him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right there, 56.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Thanks.
To throw again. Carr. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Okay.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there.
And Freeman finding his way in for an Oakland touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
You have follower. Elia, I have your follower.
Extra point try now for Dawson.
Ah, sei ein bisschen geträumt.
Offense.
Elia OBH TV,
That'll be
you
accepted,
have
of course, and
the
that moves him
follower
back
for me.
5. Now Dawson for the extra point.
Nein, daneben.
He just yanked that one well to the
Das war
left.
schlecht.
And no good.
No good. Yes, so no good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Garoppolo on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, but it'll be second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
This one fielded at the 5. Shifts by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
No,
Yeah, no
jetzt
flags,
läuft's mal
and
wieder.
it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like the 8 Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we were at the 6. And nice work on the return drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Here we go. 20!
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Carr going to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. From the sack to the Oregon Duck to Forrest Buckner.
Yeah,
and he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And now running right through it. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Carr to throw. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. From left side, caught by Goodwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He was looking for Matthews that time. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo.
Ja, das war's dann für heute. War jetzt auch mal Feierabend. Und ja, das Ganze lade ich auch noch bei YouTube hoch und dann könnt ihr euch da auch noch angucken, wenn ihr wollt. Ja, Bad Wolf, Andy, dir auch eine gute Nacht. So. Cornerback.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Alter, ich hab keinen Bock mehr. Ruf jetzt an.
Nein.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Können wir nicht einfach fahren?
Ja, weiß ich doch nicht.
Ich bin auch mal irgendwann müde.
Ja, irgendwie schon, ne?
Ach komm, dann rauchen wir noch einen, dann fahren wir.
Ja.
Der Tim kann sich ja dann mit dir anlegen. Nicht?
Ja, können wir machen. Genau, mal den
Komm, dann verbringen wir Zweisamkeit im Auto, weil